Hi there, welcome to our virtual lab. We're so excited you could join us today. My name is Alicia Williamson, and I'm a third-year student in the Indigenous Social Work program at Laurentian University.
My name is Eugenia Eshkawkogan, and I am also a third-year student in the Indigenous Social Work program at Laurentian University. So today, we wanted to learn more about women and girls in science. So we are going to learn about what makes a scientist. So we are going to do an experiment with you virtually. So we want you to follow along with our video so we can guide you through our experiment.
First, let's learn some terms. What do the words on your worksheet mean? Purpose means what are we trying to figure out? Hypothesis means what do you think you're going to find out? Materials are the things you will need to complete the experiment. The procedure is the list of steps in your experiment. The results are what you observed when you performed the experiment. And your conclusion is your answer to your original question drawn from the information you observed.
To complete this experiment with us, you will need the following materials. So first, you're going to need the worksheet you received from your teacher or a blank sheet to follow along with the questions. 2, the videos below that are a part of this experiment. And 3, of course, a curious mind that each and every one of us has.
So let's start with the purpose of this experiment. Do you ever wonder what a scientist looks like and what kind of work they do? Now let's predict and record what you think you are going to find out under the hypothesis.
Now we're going to follow along with the videos below to gather your results and the answers to the questions. We will begin by watching Roxanne Belanger's video discussing her research in speech and language pathology. Keeping question number 1 in mind, what are the factors that impact language and why does Roxanne say this is important? So you're going to pause our video and scroll down to watch.
Wow, Roxanne's research is really neat. I never knew babies were so good at communicating. Next, we'll watch Ghislaine Goudreau's video discussing her research on the benefits of Indigenous hand drumming for children and youth. Keep in mind question number 2. What are the benefits of drumming on our health and well-being? Pause here and scroll down to watch.
Chimigwech Ghislaine for sharing a clip of your drumming with us. I didn't know drumming could have a positive impact on your sleep. That's awesome. Now, let's watch Randy Ray's video discussing Indigenous intelligence as science. Listen carefully to find out the answers to your questions. So this next question is, what does Minobamadzwin mean, and how does Indigenous science help us understand the world? So you're going to take another pause here and scroll down to watch.
Wow, Indigenous science is really helpful for us to understand the world around us. Last but not least, we will watch Emily Tetzlaff's video on her research in occupational health. Keep in mind question number 4, which asks, how is Emily's research helpful? Pause here and scroll down to watch.
So as Emily said, science can look like many different things, and so can a scientist too. So in conclusion, we have learned about so many different things of what women and girls can do in science. Women and girls make important contributions to science.
Now that we have finished watching all our videos and gathered all the answers to our questions, go back to the purpose and your hypothesis of this experiment. Drawing from your observations, write down a conclusion to answer the question, what does a scientist look like and what kind of work do they do?
So now we have a couple questions for you. The first one is, what is something you are curious about and would like to learn more about or study? Maybe in the future or maybe even now.
Miigwech for doing this science experiment with us. I hope you learned something new today.